Welcome to Lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising for the second week of August 2019. Oh my goodness, Gemini, I started your reading. And listen, I pre-shuffle these cards, all the cards on the deck, and clear it before and as I meditate on your energy before I start recording. And this is like the cards feel so light all of a sudden. It's almost like I can explain to you. It's like I have two cards in my hand. It feels so light all of a sudden. Wow, the thinking man just came up for you, Gemini. And at the bottom we have hostilities. Okay, number 26, and we have number 46. So we have an 8 and a 10 here. That comes down to the thinking man. So for some of you here, you need to take your time to think. Your way through something, especially if there was hostility in a relationship or a work environment, your home environment. You really need to use your mind here to think the whole situation through from every aspect. What is your role in it? What's the other people's role in it? What can it be salvaged, right? What can you do on your part to improve the situation? Is it even worth it to try to improve it? Should you even stay in that situation? Okay, so Spirit is calling you to use your great intellect here in dealing with some kind of situation that has become hostile. If it's a love relationship, the same applies. Okay, Gemini, let's see. We are using the dream of Gaia again. This is the nine of air. Okay, this is the card of sleepless night, of anxiety, right? Overthinking things. So some of you may be overthinking that hostile thing, that situation that has become hostile, may be really taking a lot of your mind space. You may really be in your head a lot about it, thinking, because the Knight of Hair is a card of literally, it's not even really paranoia, because you are really thinking about something here. Okay, some people, it's like it's nightmare. It's really overthinking a situation, playing it in your head. And yes, for some of you, it's in regards to a love situation. This is the Two of Water here. It's in regards to a union, in regards to a situation that's emotional, okay, at the very least, if it's not about, your love life, a romantic situation. And here we go. We have the Six of Fire. So there is victory to be had here for you, Gemini. If you approach this thing, you center yourself in the love. Especially for those of you, oh my goodness, look what's at the bottom of the deck. I haven't seen it when I say if you center yourself in the love. And let's not forget, I put this card right here usually. Literally at the center of the reading is the Two of Cups, and you have love. Major Arcana number 12. This is the dreams of Gaia. So it's clearly a love situation, a romantic situation here that is bringing you a lot of that has become hostile. Okay, during this time, Gemini, ask yourself, what did you do wrong? What role did you play in this? How did it get out of hand to the point where it's downright hostile? Perhaps it's that person and you're not communicating, or it's always fight all the time, right? Do you want to heal that situation? It seems here the way you appear as a thinking man, you're thinking about ways you can heal that situation. You can bring a solution to this issue, in a way to heal it. And I feel like if you really apply yourself, you step up to the plate, especially if you have been in the wrong. If you have been in the wrong here, if you do, you like I said, to approach it from the love situation. And that's why in my readings always, in love is the only answer. And it's not to say that being respectful is not important, that person doing the share is not important, and that love is the only thing that can bring you together with someone else, or just love, that's all you need to get to the career that you want. No, it's the way we approach the situation. It's the way we get a mind around any situation. We try to solve any issue. If we approach it from the love space, if we approach it as to, why am I in this? Why is this important to me? Okay, is this connected to my higher self? Is this the best for my best and highest good and that of those around me? Then once you start asking these questions, it becomes so much more easier to tackle any problems, or to tackle any situation to begin with, to improve anything, or to get even greater rewards out of it. Okay, this is the love space. Once you get to that space, Gemini, once you really connect to that space, you get out of your mind, you remember why you in this, why is this important to you, why is this causing you so much sleepless night. It's because it's important to you. It's because you care about that person clearly, or that person cares about you. There's love here. Love is literally here on the table. The Hangman, you see, delays. You're thinking. All that thinking, all this creating is delay. You're trying to find a different perspective for some of you about the situation, a different approach to get to it. But in the meantime, what we get here is delay, okay? And for some of you, yes, it's literally going upside down, trying to trying to understanding and thinking about the situation. That Hangman here is like a real sacrifice, like offering yourself up for sacrifice. It's like, what do I need to do? One more clarification card on that Nine of Air. And yes, the Hangman is a major arcana. So for some of you, if this is just delay, it may be that the universe is just not time yet. While you're overthinking, you're in your head about this, it just may be, this is the Three of Wands. This is also a card of waiting for your ship to come through. This is a card of waiting, sometimes a delay here, but it was a little stack of cards. You're not going to take it. But for some of you here, while you're all in your head, you're thinking this through, it just maybe it's not time yet. King of Swords, that's you, Gemini. That is your energy. This is you literally needing to get out of this situation, right? Yes, the Hangman is a major arcana. It is the universe creating that delay. It's not time yet for this union, love union, to come to be. That hostility that you feel, whether that person is being hostile, they're not opening up to you for whatever reason anymore, right? Or the connection, there's friction in the connection. There's a purpose for it. Perhaps some of you needed to humble yourself a little bit. You've been approaching this so much from the headspace, because if you look at that man on the thinking man here, looks a little bit very much in his ego, right? It's like, I am so smart, I got so many things, let me inspect this eye here, right? It's almost like he's not feeling it, he's not connecting to that to that crystal he's holding. It's like he's thinking about it, he's thinking it through. And some of you needed to get out of that headspace, out of that overthinking, to shift your perspective. That's why the universe was creating. That delay was there, that hostility was there, so you can take charge of the situation and to really balance yourself out, to really get into to understand this is a love situation. You need to approach it from a point of view of love. You need to get to the love approach, not so much of the thinking approach, of the Gemini approach, like I'm gonna, control this, I know the best way, and that's what Spirit was trying to get you to. By the way, I was gonna put those back, and then it shows me, this is the Two of Cups and the Hermit, okay? And this is on the Two of Cups here. So the Two of Cups came again on the Two of Cups and the Hermit. And then we have a full moon on that Two of Cups. So it's so very important here during this time. And look here, there is healing happening here. They're like mixing their cups. This is like what we usually see in the Temperance card. That angel mixing the two cups he's holding to create that alchemical balance here, right? To balance things out, to find the moderation. So this is like healing, okay? And with that Hermit, this is someone really needing, like, still all of a sudden seeing the light. See, with that lantern, still, like, you really went up to the mountains. That's kind of almost like the Hangman energy. The Hangman energy, someone's going to that shamanistic view, right? That dark night of the soul, upside down, right? On that tree branch here, to really get in sync with nature, for all the blood to flow down into your face, like to really understand life in a different way, not just in our natural 3D world, like, both feet on the ground, to really understand a different way of being, right? That Hangman, that's the path here where the Hangman follows through. It's a very much a spiritual path, right? This is like to physical endurance, right? The physical test to get to that enlightenment. And the hermit is almost kind of the same, but only it's to understand oneself. Not so much spirituality, not so much a greater knowledge, but to conquer oneself, right? The life within, right? Our own spirituality, not spirituality of the, connecting with the divine, but to connect to our own divinity, our own inner God, inner goddess. And it seems like for some of you, you really needed to do that, to connect with yourself, to reconnect with yourself, to get out of your mind before you could offer that cup. So we have two of cups here. This is the real love energy, and it's coming from both sides here. Okay, both of you are feeling the same. Like one person was in delay mode, right, trying to take charge of the situation, and the other person was all in emotion, right, and going deep within themselves and understanding the situation. So it's very interesting here, the mirroring of the energy. Three of Pentacles, right? I saw the other Three of Wands earlier on top of that little pile I didn't take, but the Three of Pentacles here, this is the building, right? This is creating that family, this is building that home. And look, they're like in a beautiful garden, and he's working, he's doing the physical work, and it's almost like she's decorating right, with those pentacles here. This is the card of partnership, right? This is like not, this is no longer like in our mind, this is no longer the feelings of the Two of Cups. This is us having gone to that healing, having conquered our own self. It's like both people needed to go through to that little walk alone before they could come back together, right? Before that togetherness could come in victory with that Six of Wands right here in the plane. You too making that decision to bring this love together in the 3D world with that Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is literally the card of the 3D world, like the card of the third dimensions, okay, of the tangibles, like, and creating and building real partnership, right? So this is what you guys will be, this is what that's gonna start happening here, Gemini. Okay, like once you get to that thing, you take charge of the situation, you step in the love energy, you start connecting to the heart space, and you go within and understanding what's important to you, what to feel the love, to really feel the love, not just from the mind space, to get to open your heart chakra, to really feel the love. And what you get is victory. It's to start creating, to start building together right here, not in your mind, but right here in the real world. Temperance, talking about healing and finding balance and moderation. This is angelic protection, right? I talked about temperance earlier, but with that Two of Cups, I felt that very strongly. But this is it again, right? This is the same what I said, the balancing of energy. Look, this is like a rainbow coming out of the clouds here, mixing the bowls. This is you, the two of you, you and your twin flame, your soulmate, your divine partnership, whatever it is. Just know this is not just some simple kind of love, of course. This is like a deep spiritual connection here, Gemini. Okay, this is the two of you doing it right here in the 3D world, choosing to do it together. And this is the angelic protection, and these are the angels doing it for you, in creating, bringing in that victory, in creating that victory. The way it's gonna come is the two of you putting your heads together to create, to build that partnership, right, in the real world. And then this is the angelic protection, and in the ethers, these are the angel literally creating that balance, creating that harmony for you, also mixing things up for you to make sure that you have all the abundance, to have the protection, to have that beautiful magical love that you so deserve. And look at the abundance you get to have. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom. It's gonna bring you so much joy, but also so many rewards will come out of it. This 3 becomes 10 in no time. This is you guys really reaping all the rewards, like literally in victory with that 6 of fire here. This is amazing, Gemini. You Gemini watching this, whether you're feminine or masculine energy, you've been in your head about a situation that have become, oh my gosh, this is the card that jumped out for you, number 16. Let me show you the bottom before. You've been so much in your headspace and thinking about how can I bring healing to this situation? How can I break that hostility? Like, how can I bring peace back into that connection? How can we reconnect again? The key to reconnect again is to get out of your mind. is to take charge of the situation and to reconnect with your heart and to connect from a heart space, to go within and understand why is this important to you. What are you willing to do for this connection, for this person? Do they even know how you feel, Gemini? Have you even expressed yourself? Do you truly know the depth of their feelings for you? Do you understand how much they feel about you? Okay, once you approach it from that love space, from the connection, that's it. Magic, instant success, victory, victory, rewards, abundance. Okay, get to know each other, learn to meet another's need for love. Wow, I love this, I love this, love this, love this, love this, love this, to the moon and back. Love this, love this. I could not think of a better message for you right now, Gemini. Let me bring it closer. Look at the card, meditate on that card. Okay, get to know each other. You would have to do that. You both had gone on a long journey to really get to know yourself. Now it's get to reconnect, and that's what you're doing here. Okay, to understanding each other's love language, in sharing in that cup, to say my cup is your cup is my cup, and then we're gonna mix it all together to create something new here. Learn to meet another's need for love. Learn to speak each other's love language, on how to satisfy each other emotionally. Okay, how do we show affection to each other? How do we express love to one another in a way that the other one understands and connects with? The card that actually came out for you, that's flipped up for you, is number 16. I love how she's creating a spiral, right? We know the spiral, that's how the universe is created. That's a Milky Way here for us, with her garment. And it says love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Love is all around you. But during this time here, Gemini, you're not just thinking about the love that's all around you. You're really taking in the love that you have for a very special somebody. And that's the love that you're going to start working on, that you're going to learn to express, you're going to learn to share, you're going to learn to connect and create a life out of, from on the 3D world. Okay, and you're going to gain a lot of victory from, and you're also going to get a lot of abundance from. And this cannot get any better than that. So during this time, I'm sending you even more love, Gemini. Love, 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 love. Love is indeed all around. Connect to that love space. Okay, feel the love. Don't just think about, plans and schemes on how to get them back. Or I know, Gemini, you can be a little bit manipulative when you get in that mind space, to get yourself all into anxious and let anxiety causing you sleepless nights and stress, when all you have to do is to open your heart and feel that loving energy and extend that cup of love to another, and let the magic happen. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for your support. Please come back again next week for the next set of reading. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it, and share this message with anyone that you think may benefit from them. Okay, and as always, remember, indeed, love is the only answer. Bye, Gemini.